Hi there. This is a reading for the collective. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Today, I ask Spirit to help us out, give us a helping hand, if you will. So, whatever needs to come through for us right now from Spirit, we will see. Oh, that was a good shuffle. All right. Feel like, well, maybe those are together. King of Pentacles and Death. That's not a bad look there. Oh. I almost wanted to flip that. Maybe I should. I think we're going to flip that. Nostalgia is going to be a good helping hand for you right now. Anything good, nostalgia-wise, will be good. No, I'm going to have to do it like that. That energy is kind of icky. No. We don't need any more over there. Nope. Well, I guess we don't really have a choice. There's something about you feeling like you don't have a choice, but you do. The Fool, new beginnings, after an end of a cycle. I was going to say that the end of the cycle is heartbreak. I feel like I was going to say something else with it, but I forgot. So yeah, oh, I'm so sorry. Did I mess that up? No, it's still okay, but it is kind of off center. I feel like I was going to say something else. I'm not sure what it was, but yeah, this is the end of a heartbreak for sure. And bringing new beginnings. It almost feels like it's weird. It feels like a cycle, but the cycle is coming back around and it's like got new good energy. Whether it's pertaining to career or a relationship or your home life in general, like there's this new cycle happening and a chance to make it like an old but new energy coming into the cycle to make it better for you this time around. I think we're going to use this deck. It's like I don't want to use anything that's, even if it's funny, I don't want to use any negative energy. That's a big key here with this new, like redoing this old cycle into new. Hurt and heal. See, that's what cycles are, hurting and then letting them go and healing and starting fresh. But usually you're starting in a new cycle, like I say, but this time it's like new energy. But any, like, and it's not to say that you're not going to be negative, like that's life, right? But it's as best as you can right now. You want to come at this with new energy. I feel like a lot of you have already gone through the cycle and now it's just your new beginning has arrived. Scorpio energy feels very significant. Intensity, exposing, purging, and renewing. Oh my God, I'm dead. See, like it keeps coming up again and again and again. I've never done a sorry about that. I've never done a reading like this where you know, when you think of the word cycle, you feel like it has to end, right? But like this energy wants to be renewed. So it's really important that you allow it to come full surface here and feel refreshed. And you might be in an energy now like me where it's very hard to be positive. You might have something internally or externally going on, and you're like trying to navigate some, like a fresh heartbreak, like me. I lost my dad. So you know, it's not easy to navigate that kind of new territory, and maybe you were starting to be in more of a positive energy, but now you feel like you're right back where you were, but you're not. I mean, you are experiencing something that's not, like, that's the truth. Like, we're not denying that, Spirit's saying, but you have to remember that you're different. Like, that whatever this thing is that happened, this heartache, heartbreak, you would not have been able to, not that you wouldn't be able to handle it before, but it's almost like you weren't in the right energy to handle it. So the way that it happened is exactly what needed to happen for the time. So just remember you're a different person now and you can handle anything, okay? So Death, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles reversed with Chiron, sorry, I'm saying that wrong. Hurt and heal. So Death is all about rebirth. I mean, the beginning of the reading is like cycle energy, like renewal energy. And then the world is about cycles, okay? Ending cycles. And it's interesting that we started here, we ended here, and we're like rebirthing at the rebirthing stage, right? So King of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This is very interesting because the King of Pentacles is very abundant. And the Ace of Pentacles is like new energy towards abundance, but it's like reverse. So I feel like there's a sense of balance that you need to keep with like expenditures or whatever. But I feel like this is a very, like you've got the knowledge now to really hone in on like how you spend your money and saving your money and stuff like that. That might be a cycle you're healing. But I feel like this is really good energy to be in with the King of Pentacles being part of the rebirth, because the King of Pentacles is very grounded. And he remembers like what I'm saying to you, you remember that you're capable. You've got the tools you need. You've got the knowledge. The King of Pentacles kind of reminds me of like, you know, the Knight or King of Swords is very knowledgeable. He's very intelligent. But this King of Pentacles feels like very old and wise. Like, you don't have to be old, but and you don't have to be a male either. This feels like masculine energy though. So you might need to utilize your masculine energy when you get stuck, like with anxiety or depression. Like there's a sense of using logic and saying, I can beat this, or this is temporary, or whatever you need to do in order to get out of your funk, so to speak. So then we've got Six of Cups with Pisces. That's beautiful. That feels very playful to me. Intimacy, intuition, and compassion. So yeah, compassion for yourself right now for sure. But I feel like this is like you going back to a time that was simpler, like when you were younger, and like doing things like, so for me, I recently was doing a diamond painting and I'm not done with it, so I'm gonna bring it out again, but it's like doing something creative or lighthearted and fun, and maybe even having fun with your partner, so you can keep things as light as possible right now, because this is heavy. Like, it's weird because the energy is heavy, but I feel like there's hope. Like, I'm kind of surprised the star isn't around. That would have been funny if the unknown's scary too. I get that. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Yeesh. A 10 of Wands, those are all about cycles, you know. 10s are cycles, end of a cycle. So then we've got the Magician reverse with the Emperor reverse in House 11. Friends, like-minded groups, and humanitarian beliefs. Now, the Emperor is very like stubborn, He's like a control freak, even like tyrant type energy. And the Magician, if it were upright, he has all the tools. Here's masculine energy again, by the way. He'd have all his tools in his belt to create the things he needs. But because it's reversed, I feel like you're missing out on what's available to you because you're looking for a sense of familiarity. Oh my God, I got it. I swear, familiarity. Oh my God, just, you get what I'm saying. I can't do it. So like friends right now, like being around your community, whatever that means, it doesn't have to be friends, would be really helpful for you, and stop acting like you got it all figured out and that you can do it yourself. Like you don't, maybe you can, but you don't need to. You know, utilize all your tools, and sometimes tools are not your tools, they're other people, you know what I mean? So there's definitely a sense of you needing to lighten up, right, especially right next to this, and allow for flow in synchronicity and alignment with other people, because you've got a lot of people that care about you and want to help you, and I relate to that message for sure. Nine of Swords reversed, destined to have. So there's definitely like a healing. You might be like, so Nine of Swords is like up all night and very anxious. And the fact that it's reversed, I feel like you might be coming out of a little bit of that funk and remembering what you were trying to do before this thing happened. Like for me, I almost didn't do this video today, and I didn't force myself, but I said, I'm going to come in here, I'm going to sit down and see if I feel like doing a video. And I did. So I'm doing it. But, you know, when you're grieving or when you're upset, when you're having a hard time, it's very hard to get motivated to do things. And I think this is very much what this energy is coming through. It's like, okay, I can sit here and be anxious, sad, or whatever, and I can still do those things, right? I can still be that, and I can go after the things I want. That's kind of where you're trying to, the energy you want to be in. I don't feel like you're there yet. So, you know, I think the hardest thing to understand is even if you're down, like you still can have the things you want. So you need to remember that, okay? Like it's okay to be sad, and you can still get help that you need and still have the things that you want. So then we've got the World with Cardinal. Instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. See what I mean? That's very new energy with the Fool coming next too. It's like, okay, I ended this cycle. I'm really brave now, and I've got ideas, and I'm ready to take on the world. I'm ready to take the leap and go after what it is that I want to have. It's very much, you know, and it doesn't always tell a story. Sometimes the middle of the road is like this energy is really icky. And the rest of it's, you know, like, I mean, this is kind of iffy over here, but this is a really icky type energy. Sometimes that happens, but, you know, this was very much telling the story, and this is where you're at now. Sometimes it's like, this was where we were, and this is where we're going, but this was very much like a, you know, down the road kind of thing, with the exception of, well, this is energy now. This is where you're kind of in between these energies here, I feel like. So it's interesting that it like is in the middle, because it's, you know, so I was like, it's telling a story, but it's a little weird, you know, a little all over the place, but this is right now where you're trying to map it out and figure out and remember that you've got help, okay? Let's do get help. If you know, you know. Okay, let's see. That's my favorite Marvel movie ever. It's not the best one, but it's my favorite. It's a really good movie though too. I'm talking about Thor Ragnarok for those of you who don't know. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I feel that. Made the list, ignored the list. Feel that one too. Calling it just a phase. So good. Even your spirit guide quit. I'm dead. Like we're talking to spirit giving over a helping hand, but they quit. Like spirit's so funny. Oh, this too. Too many dings, not enough peace. Laughing through the pain. It's too much. Yeah, like can't sleep, might spiral. I mean, I've been getting more sleep. I feel like really tired a lot. I know I'm depressed, but you might find yourself, especially with this Nine of Swords, like having nights where you can't sleep. So we're going to start over here. I'm fine. Suppression, numbness, facade. So don't lie to your friends. Don't lie to your people. Tell them when you're crashing and burning like this skeleton here. Made the list, ignored the list. Guilt, avoidance, shutdown. Calling it a phase. Minimization, escapism, self-deception. What is in that in regards to? What are you lying to yourself about? Like what's the phase? Maybe I'll come over here and see what comes out. What's the phase, spirit? Don't make it a message because it was convenient. Maybe it's a sign. One more. Not every shadow work session needs a public announcement. My trauma, my healing. Oh my God. So there could be a little bit of, so this says escapism, but there might be a little bit of like you trying to turn everything you're doing wrong or you deem as wrong into something that you need to fix. And I definitely recognize that about myself. Like the fact that, you know, we're announcing our shadow work, you know, like that gives a vibe of like, yeah, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm and I talk a lot about how I've healed myself, but I really more do that because I'm trying to help other people heal themselves, right? I can't heal you, but I can help you. You know, it's a bad habit to get into once you start healing, to constantly try to fix yourself is what I'm saying. And I know I do that. So I've been trying to be more mindful myself. Too many dings, not enough peace, fragmented focus, tech burn. You might want to take a break from like social media. Even your spirit guide quit. Disillusionment, abandonment. Oh my God. Or maybe you just feel like you're not getting help from your guides or spirit, and like you need to talk to them if that's the case. Like they're there to help you. And I'm taking the notes on that myself. And don't, it's not funny to be in pain. Like don't try to minimize what's going on with you. This is heavy, really heavy. This energy is really heavy. You're not alone. Stop acting like it. I feel like is a big, the helping hand from spirit. They want to help you, but you got to remember that spirit is with you always, and your guides are with you, and your loved ones are with you. So you can ask for help. Ask them for help. Get help. Use get help. Anyway, that was a short-lived reading, which is probably a good thing. Thank you so much for being here. Any likes, shares, subscribers to my channel, comments are super appreciated. And especially subscribers, because I'm trying to monetize my YouTube. And if I get 1,000 subscribers, then I can start making money. So tell your friends. I have a phone number now for my business, and you can call and set up a booking. Or you can text for one free card. Text me for one free card. I'll put that in the comments as well. I am offering video readings and one-on-one readings. The video readings are a little bit cheaper, and you can get up to 30 minutes video reading for $30. It costs the minutes of the reading, which is really amazing, a really good deal. I return it within 24 to 48, but probably more like 24 hours, just depending on how many I get there. And then the one-on-one readings, I will put the booking site. Well, the booking site, you can book either the video or the one-on-one reading. So take it easy on yourself, and I hope this helps. If you want to put in the comments, share in the comments what you're struggling with right now. We'd love to hear it, or I'd love to hear it. I'm sure other people would love to hear it. And you know, this space is safe for healing and helping each other. So have a good one.